Yeah, you're going for kills.
Yeah, I'm going for kills, and they're in the middle of a Luna ult, so it's kind of just like, why am I going for kills?
Mm-hmm.
I just wait till it's over and then do this R support
Mm-hmm.
ult, and we just kind of win.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I just hit an L.
A little bit of an L. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna come back to where should I be at all times? Well,
Yeah,
I should be at cover. That's number one. And number two is I should be at the furthest corner that our healers can line of sight me from. So like here.
yeah, for sure.
Here's fine. But not here.
Yeah, not there. Well, thank you. That was really, really helpful. That was really, really good.
This map is um it's very defense sided on the at the start, especially if they take high ground, which they are. So taking a look at their comp, if you walk out for like half a second, you'd see like, holy shit, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of just spam at our face constantly.
hmm Okay. Right off the bat, our main team is going high ground, and you, the solo group, is just going main and matching their Magneto.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, I'm curious, why are you alone on car?
What I would say is that I wanted them to get high ground control because I know that right side high ground is pretty important.
Yep.
But I kind of imagine that that corner right there, the corner nearest me
Here,
on the building, the high ground,
here.
that one right there, that one right there. Yeah, I kind of imagined some of them would take that rotation, like going left side
hmm
instead of going right.
Yep.
So I get healing, and then they'd be able to poke at that Magneto a little more.
Sure, sure. Yeah, so
So
okay, you went here kind of like you went main expecting you to have a little bit more support, but then didn't really happen, and now it's kind
yeah,
of like 1v1, not really much happening.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. So right off the bat, what I would do if I was you is
Mhm.
you let's just forget the theory crafting of like where a team goes at the start. The first thing you
Yeah,
do is you go out and you take a look and you have to
scout.
adapt.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
once you see the Punishers up here and the Rockets up there, that is something your team needs to clear off. Now look at where your team is. This is hell.
Yeah, that is hell. Yeah, I would agree with this.
Okay, so right off the bat, the like adaptation that you guys could do is you split push them. So
Yeah,
right off the bat, you have half the team goes this way, and half the team actually goes this way. Go high
yeah, I
ground.
like that.
Okay. So whenever you're deciding who do you put where, we need to have a tank, a healer, and a DPS. And the same
Yeah, for
thing
sure.
over here. So then what happens is all we have to do is talk to our team. Right. So very important that you're gonna tell the specific people like, okay, I'm gonna take left, um, Adam and I don't know, Star, come with me, or
Yeah,
Adam or Loki, come with me, and that's it.
yeah. I think
And
that's
the
okay.
next thing
Yeah,
is timing. The last thing I would just say about that is make sure you guys are pushing from both sides at the same time, and
yeah, for sure.
that would make this very easy. Um, I'll show you a clip real fast because it
Sure.
often helps. So, right, right here, MRC. Two really good teams going against each other, and let's say we're
Yeah,
watching blue team. So we see red team's up on height. Similar thing. It's notice it's 30 seconds into the game, and this is the first fight. So
yeah.
what does that mean?
30 seconds into the first fight.
It's just starting.
Uh,
How do
oh,
you
it's just
think this
starting.
blue team just ended? Or how do you think blue team got here?
They scouted to see where the team was. I mean, they probably
Mm-hmm.
all went the same door, right? I don't know. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how. And they wanted to take this high.
Okay, so that's the kind of the thinking. They scouted, they saw what they're holding, they said, all right, the way we were going isn't going to work, so let's just turn, go left side, go take height, and beat them
Okay,
up with Groot
that's I like
walls.
that. Yeah.
All right, so blue team, push Nevix. All right, Nevix just killed two people by throwing his thing, doing a Groot wall, cutting off the healing, and killing both of them. It's like, all
Yeah,
right.
that's very nasty.
hmm And now let's just beat up the Magneto. Jason Magneto, da 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 da. So yeah, they just win the team fight by taking the fight that's a win for them. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's kind of watch what happens if we don't do that. It's gonna be probably I'm gonna figure this Magneto is probably never gonna die. Um, our team's gonna have a hard time taking the space. 'Cause there's
For
so much
sure.
damage. Punisher's just still shooting, 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 shooting. Team rotates. It's fun. Okay. Unfortunately, our Adams is gonna die. Uh, didn't get the healing he needed, taking an unfortunate angle. Yeah, but he res us. Okay. Yep. At this time, this is whenever you call the rotation, right? Nothing's happening, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe this way.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is definitely a WA.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're gonna make it work. So we're still going main. Notice that Punisher's angle is pretty crazy. I can see you're just focused on getting the mag out of here.
Yeah, yeah. I think I was just like, this guy is a good target for me. And now
Mm-hmm.
he got Fortnite on. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done. All right, so the issue with the strategy is that you're just punishing them for making bad plays. So, like,
Yeah, for
for
sure.
instance, look at the healing from the other team and notice how it doesn't go to mag. It's just like, what are the healers doing? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
for sure. Yeah, I would agree. It's less about our playmaking and more about their
Mm-hmm.
mistakes that they're making.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's not very consistent. So
Yeah.
let's just keep going. I like this Groot ult a lot. Um, so what are you going for? Whenever you see this Groot ult, I'll watch it from your PV. Tell me why you go for it here.
Um, I think I go for it because I know the mag died, so there's no bubble or there's
Mm-hmm.
no shield, so it's not
Yeah,
bonkable. It's physically not bonkable.
exactly. Exactly, exactly. Yep, you get two squishies out in the open, can't get blocked, easy one. Okay, I
Yeah,
love it. Smack Rock. There's a lot of shit happening in your backline. So
there is
let's
a lot of
just
shit happening in that.
let's take a look. Alright, so now the question becomes how do we respond to this? Well, first thing I'd say is don't give up your position.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
stay at the car. Don't let Mag walk on you. Oh, I've seen you chase targets. Okay. What are you doing by chasing this Luna, by the way? Think about your cover.
Um, my cover is pretty bad. I'm just taking all the damage from this mag in my butt.
Yeah, yeah. Never, ever, ever turn your back on people whenever they're shooting you.
Yeah, for sure.
So the play here is just shooting from here, beating up Luna. Easy
Yeah,
peasy.
that is. I agree with that. Yeah, I didn't need to go in front of Luna's face to do damage to her.
Yep. Now Tara has to literally like haul ass to keep you up.
Yeah,
Oh my
she does.
god.
She does WQ as hard as possible to come get me. I actually
That's
thought I was
scary.
dead for sure, and I think I already
Hmm.
called like, oh my bad, I died because of me. But then Tara comes in clutch.
Gotcha. Hmm. Okay, so the fight's pretty good, right? So we made the best out of a pretty tricky situation. The walls were
For
good.
sure.
The Grudo was good. Yep, not too much to say about that besides just your pre-fight planning. So taking space, and not giving up. Like basically, you got to see their position and say, if we don't contest that, they're gonna win the
Yeah.
game over time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. Just taking a look at. Okay. I guess with this like kind of just your role in the team, probably a good idea to talk about fight planning. So
Yeah.
after the game, after the fight, we need to be tracking ults. How
Yeah, for sure.
comfortable are you guys with that?
Um, honestly, I do most of it.
Got it.
I would say I'm pretty comfortable at it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm pretty good at it. I would like somebody else to be good at it because it's hard to do both at the same time.
Mm-hmm. It's very difficult to do both. I agree. Yeah, you should probably be like talk to someone like Tari and try to like offload that. So the way to offload it, in my experience, because I'm like in a similar role in the
Yeah.
past, it's you instead of saying like um they used Storm, they used Mag, you just say like what else did they use? I saw Storm. What else?
Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think I do that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, they used Mag, they used Storm. So then, well, their strat is going to be something like open with the Punisher Rocket combo, and then use Luna defensively. So wait, am I looking at the right team? Yeah, I'm looking at the right team.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
The next thing is, all right. So you know that they have like these two big ults that you can counter with Mag ult. That's pretty
Hmm.
important. And then the next thing would be, well, maybe we can clean them up with Star Ult after that.
I think what I call here is I call I
Hmm.
know they have Luna, and I kind of want to bait out Luna
Hmm.
so we get because I know we don't have Luna.
Yep,
We're at a disadvantage there. So I call
definitely.
for our Star Lord to ult as soon as they
Hmm.
pop out of this choke right there to
Hmm.
force it,
Yep. And
and
what
then
do you
we
do
go
after
in
that?
and then we go in with I don't know actually that's a good point. Then we go. I probably tell Sworn to kill it
Hmm.
or Magneto, or I
Yep.
tell him to, or I guess no, he's gonna save it for the Punisher ult. Actually, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so we're baiting out Luna with the star,
Yeah,
then we're backing up, waiting for the
backing
Punisher
up.
roll, and then using Mag ult to go back in.
Yeah, that sounds
Got it.
really good.
Yep, I like that plan. Okay, let's see how it works. Right off the bat, we're giving up too much space. That's
Yeah,
my
for
number
sure.
one
I
problem.
would agree.
All right, let's just draw a line here. All right, so what is the available space? Is the question, right? You need outlines. There we go. Okay, so available space. Um, all of this is ours,
Yeah,
and there's absolutely no reason we should give it up. So, Groot plays here. Mag could play here. We're here. Um, we need angles too. So you
yeah,
need to tell your DPS player, in this case your Adam. You could just say like, Jewel, can you take an angle? Okay.
yeah. I've been trying to like push them to do like the triangle. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Hmm.
Like I'm like right now where you try. Well, yeah, exactly like that. Like stuff like this. Angles, triangle. Try not to be in a straight line of all of each other. You
Yeah.
know.
Yep. Yep. It's very good
I've been trying to
thinking.
push that on them.
Hmm. Yep. So whenever you're pushing it on them, the best way, in my experience, to get this to work is you ping people. Like, put a ping here. Jewel, could you go there?
Yeah, I really like that actually. Yeah.
Okay. So do this in your pre-fight. After you like say what ults to use, suggest positions and stuff. All right. So then let's see what happens and why they end up getting the space. All right. So first, you're playing way too far back. I don't know why you're
Yeah,
hitting
for
ASCII.
sure.
Okay. So yeah, Mag's way too far up. This is the issue. Mag has an angle now.
Yeah,
Good
Mac
God,
has
he
this.
should
Yeah,
never fuck it. Because
yeah.
if
He just
Mag gets
never
an
fit.
angle,
Yeah.
then Punisher gets an angle, and if Punisher
Hmm.
gets an angle, he gets an ult, and then it's just so bad. Okay. Nice. We bait out the ult. Notice how Star is literally the number one target on the end. Like, you go up here and take space. I appreciate that, but it is pretty like our team is pretty far back. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Overall, we're doing okay. We're staying alive. Um, he's still holding Mag ult for the Punisher. The Luna ult ends up getting no value. Um, our team backs up way too much, and now you're left in Narnia and you die.
Yeah. Um, I'm actually not sure about them. I think the Venom scared them. I kind of want to say,
Yep, in the Mac.
and the Mag. Yeah, and the Mag. I guess they're getting peppered by the Mag, and then Venom F keyed in there. So I guess that's somewhat fair.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's probably not a good idea. And the main issue is like we just give up too much space.
Yeah,
Cannot do
yeah,
that.
for sure.
And again, the number one way you communicate this team is you give your team good positions to play, and hopefully, if they're in good spots, they stay at those good spots and they fight people for them. But this is
Hmm,
just
yeah,
giving up good spots and moves to fight pretty much, unless we hit like some crazy goals. Yeah. Notice like Tara's angle is just absolutely unbelievably bad. How did you?
yeah. No, yeah. We're all in a straight line currently. This is
Mhm.
true.
Unfortunate. Okay. So yeah, it could have been better. The Adam Res is pretty ballsy, but it works.
Yeah, it is very ballsy. I'll
Does
say
he have
that
soul
for sure.
bonds? No. Oh my
Um,
god. Wow, that's crazy. Do we have a
I
lamp? Nope. Wow. Okay.
yeah, it's just a YOLO res, and he dies for it. But I guess he gets him Freds and stuff.
Yeah, he gets you. All
He
right.
gets me. He gets me.
Mag is back.
Mag
Mag gets to
died.
play. I think he
Yeah,
gets to play
damn.
here. Let's see. Nice
Oh
rock.
yeah, we killed the Punisher W.
Punisher still has a little. That's just sketchy part. Okay. Shooting Punisher. Shooting Punisher. Wow. All right. Nice. 4 star. Eat shit for that. Okay. Uh. Oh, good God.
Yeah, then they wait. That's my wall, huh? Oh my
Uh huh.
god. That is my wall. That is terrible news, actually.
Terrible news. I mean, I understand the idea. It's just unfortunate. I mean,
Yeah,
Mag's saying
yeah.
going in, and your whole team's saying going
Yeah,
back.
I'm peeling for the venom. Yeah, that is
Okay.
peeling.
All right. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to say too much about that. It's just a communication issue. Mag's. I mean, Mag's got to say break the wall or something. Okay. Nice Groot. Why is it a nice Groot?
Um, I was looking. I don't know. I don't remember if I saw him use shield or not. I usually try to see if he
Yep.
uses his shift because I know he won't have it for 2 seconds.
Yep. He had it, but I know what
Yep,
you mean.
so I think he could
So.
have blocked it if he was better,
Mhm.
maybe. I believe.
Yep. Yeah, if he was looking for it, he could have blocked it. That's the
Yeah, for
one.
sure.
That's the biggest risk about this ult. The thing that's good about this ult is that they don't have a support ult yet, so you catch them
Yeah,
off guard. And if you took a better angle, maybe go around this way, Mag would have
yeah,
a
for sure.
very difficult time blocking it. You could place it
Hmm.
maybe here, and that would have been even better. Well, overall,
Yeah,
it's
for
good.
sure.
Okay, we respond well to Storm ult, and we went. Alright, so recap so far. The biggest issue I'm seeing is just pre-fight positioning.
Yeah, for
Not
sure.
taking the space that's available. And your job as team, like lead, is just you set the plan for people. You tell them um where you want to hold. So that's step one. I want to hold
Yeah,
this corner. Next thing you tell them is, all right, can we get an angle here so we can hold that corner? it's
yeah,
that's it. Don't give it up.
yeah. I like that.
Okay, let's keep going. Alright. Are they set up? No, they're staggered. Wait, we should be moving up. Nice. Nice shot.
Rocket does rocket things.
Yeah. Dead again. Okay. Alright, so it's a pretty good spot. I wouldn't push too far past this because your healers need line of sight.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Their team's just a ton of pussies. I think you guys should be holding it further. I don't know what. How come you back up here?
I don't know actually why I back up here. I think in my mind
There's a
I see
flank?
their yeah, or the flank. But our Star Lord's on it, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I actually I don't know why I do. Actually, this is
Got it, got it.
terrible.
Yeah. So the number one thing that we need to do, as a tank player, eh, with angles, is you got to trust our teammates to deal with those angles instead of being the
Yeah,
one that does it.
I think that's pretty fair. I think that's. I don't know why that's a habit of mine right now. That is kind
Mm-hmm.
of silly.
It's fun. Yeah. We'll just skip ahead. So you know what to do. It's just, and again, this is pre-fight positioning. The way you shortcut your brain to deal with this is you say out loud and you ping and you do everything in your mind to say, "This is my corner. I ain't giving it up."
Yeah, this is my corner.
You can tell your mag too. Alright, so what do you tell your mag? If you're holding this close corner, where could he hold?
I like where he's at right now.
Yeah, yeah, I do too.
I do like where he's at right now.
He's got the angle, he's got high ground. It's just
Yep,
good.
it's very good news.
Okay, we make a great play. I mean, do you remember like the comms in the situation?
Um, I think I've been trying to timing my walls with when my DPS are going to flank, so they have to
Yep,
split their resources.
yep, it's good.
So I think that's probably the calm that I'm looking for or making.
How about the Starlord? Who
Um,
made this play?
I was probably our Star Lord as
Alright, he's looking for a
honestly,
flank. Got it.
yeah, he's looking for a flank. Yes.
Alright, so like sometimes DPS players will make their calls and they make a
Yeah.
play, and that's great. The number one issue I see with this play is, and I told Tara this, is that the Luna should not go on a flank with the Starlet. That's crazy. What
Yeah.
Luna needs to do is play like a bit down main, maybe take an angle. So like here could be fine, and she needs to be safe. And she needs to be in position to use her ult. That's pretty much
Yeah.
the main thing.
I think that's pretty good. Yeah, for sure.
Starter goes to good ult. He gets a kill on Storm. The Luna doesn't react in time, so she doesn't ult. I don't know why she doesn't ult. It's insane. But
Yeah, I would say that's pretty insane, actually.
yeah, so this is good. And again, if you're doing an ult plan, it's simple as saying like, "Hey guys, they probably have a Luna ult. Let's be the first team to ult. We could use Star to bait it, and then we back up. We match the Luna ult. We go in, and then we maybe use Groot ult, something like that."
Yeah, I think that's what the primary that's what our primary fight planning is. Try to get out something and then
Hmm.
return with one of ours. That's what it usually is.
Yep, that's good. Okay. Yep. The number one reason that I'm bringing this up so much is that, oh my god, you would be surprised how many people don't have plans. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I think that um it's people aren't used to it, I suppose, because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
I don't know actually. I
Nice
guess there's
walls.
not a lot of people that yeah, the walls are pretty silly. I don't know, because I played a lot of Overwatch and that's what I was
Mm-hmm.
doing already, so I'm gonna just
Mm-hmm.
transfer it over.
Yep. 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 It's a really good habit because, you know, your team's gonna be playing like it's solo queue if they don't have a plan.
Yeah, no, yeah, I for sure.
Hmm. Yep, I think it's really good stuff. You definitely keep it up. And I think at this point, I mean, you guys just go for the opening that you see. Kind of curious, so we'll walk it through your eyes again and
Yeah,
see
let's go.
if you. Yep, nice, right? You see the shield.
Yeah, I
This
see
is
the
it.
shield.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. Okay. What do you do wrong here? Why are you so far up?
Yeah, yeah. I, I, I don't know why I have this like habit of like I need to be closer in the face to do more damage, right? It
Yep.
doesn't make any sense. I know I have the habit of doing it because I could just stay in the
Yeah.
corner and do the same exact thing that I'm doing
Mhm.
behind them for some reason.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I think it's just something I have to like hammer into my brain. Just stay at the corner, hold the corner, hold cover.
Yep, yep, yep. Just jiggle peek, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if you played like if you've played Valorant, Siege, CS:GO.
Um,
If you
I'm
haven't,
pretty
that's fine.
bad at Valorant, I would say.
Got
I
it,
haven't
got it,
played CS:GO. No.
got it. Okay, so the thing that those players kind of do, like instinctively, is they jiggle peek like this. They just always play the
Yeah.
cover because they know because their games are way more like aim heavy. Is if they go out in the open, they always have the disadvantage, and you can
Yeah,
always
for
do the
sure.
same thing from cover. Now, if you're not used to that, it's like you said, hardwired in your brain. So you just tell yourself, and this is exactly what Tara's probably telling herself right now. It's just like play cover, play cover. I can do everything I
Yeah.
normally do from cover. So, yep. Besides that, I think this is a pretty good push. Yep, clear the venom out. That's good. He's just feeding his brains out. Um, cover. Okay, let's walk up a bit. Alright, so they just used Storm Mode. We know they haven't used Punisher in a while. That's the big thing that I would be keeping in mind here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what could
Um,
be a plan to clear out the Punisher here?
well, we don't have our mag alt this time around.
Exactly.
And they do have their mag alt for our Star Lord alt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, we do have Adam alt. I guess that's also a thing we have. I don't know how.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have a support ult and you have the star ult. So,
Yeah,
well, the question then is, well, what can we use first? And I would say star ult's been working pretty well. Let's keep trying
yeah.
that. Yeah, they're
Okay.
gonna mag rocket, but you just say that, right? So you say something like, okay, let's open with star ult and take space. Watch out for the
Uh huh.
mag ult. We could also use Loki copy at the same time. And the main reason I say use Loki copy first is, well, they're gonna have Punisher ult, and no one wants to be the Loki who's panic copying during a Punisher ult.
Yeah, I think that's pretty valid. I think that's pretty fair.
Okay, so yep, this happens. Oh, I think I don't know. Okay. Yep, this is good. This is really good. We're basically making a play. Um, you see your support ult going in. Star goes for his ult. He almost dies. But that's fine. He pulls a lot of resources and attention.
Yeah.
Just go. Go, 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 go. Nice. Keep getting there. Good wall. Oh, we're getting a little too aggro, but good job.
Yeah.
A little too far.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's
Hmm. Yep, doing it right. Nice. I like your plan your wall.
this
Keep
Venom is
going.
annoying, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yes. I don't think he's doing too much though. He's just getting just being a nuisance.
Yeah, he's just being annoying. I do with my ult. I remember now what happens here.
Mm-hmm.
I recall. Um,
Yep. Okay. Let's talk about how this ideally goes. Right.
okay.
So first thing is we have downtime.
Mm,
We need a plan. All right. So like, what do they have? Basically nothing. They use Storm, Punisher, Mag, Luna.
mm.
Basically their bank is burned. So we need to be the first team to use ults. What do we have? Well, we have Groot. Okay.
You have
We
good
need to play
ult,
around
yes.
Groot. Let's please, team. Let's take some space. We can take angles. All right. So we put someone up here. That's number one.
Mm.
Um, example would be, how about Adam and Groot just wall up there and take height.
Yeah, I think that's pretty valid. Yeah.
Hmm. And then, your Mag's playing main, and this whole time, all you're doing is you're looking for your Groodle. Now,
Mm,
calm your Groodle. Where are you going to do it? Pick a spot.
yeah.
You have one, you have two. I mean, it's up to you, right? But
Yeah,
you're
for sure.
communicating that to your team, and you want your timing to be good. So, when
Mm.
might be a good time to use your Groodle? Car's like
Um,
all the way back here.
the cart is all the way back there. Um, I would say when I can probably confirm a squishy kill just to get staggers,
Mm-hmm.
I would say. So
Yep.
as soon as I see a rocket or a Luna, I probably
Mm-hmm.
go for them.
Yep. I like that. It's a good plan. And the next thing is you're going to tell that to your team, right? So you got to say like,
Yeah.
all right, Star, I'm looking for a Groot up. You ready to follow up? He's like, I bet. And he's just like sitting. He's like, he can do whatever he needs to do as long as
Yeah, for
he
sure.
knows the plan. And we're gonna win this fight 9 times out of 10. So let's see how it goes. Okay, just hanging out, hanging out. A lot of free space here. I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't go past this corner because you're like 2 walls away from your healers.
Yeah, for sure. Nice.
Too
Yeah,
ambitious.
yeah, it was very ambitious for sure.
Okay, right. So first thing you do is you see a squishy and you go for it. But who can realistically follow up on this ult, even if it gets people?
Realistically, nobody.
Yeah, maybe Star. Maybe Star just shoots him
Yeah,
from far
maybe
away. But
if he ends, yeah, if he, it would be really hard. Yeah, for sure.
it's a timing thing. So all you gotta do is just be like, hmm, I don't know. I would
There's
just
like
say
this,
it's you just gotta be ready for your team.
yeah, there's like this concept I know about is to let them take space so we can
Hmm.
get them in better position to have these better Groot ults or like better ults.
Hmm.
So I think I just do it too fast and too early.
Yeah, they haven't committed to the fight is the biggest problem, I'd
Yeah,
say.
they're still behind covers and everything.
Even walking out of spawn. So let them come here
Yeah,
and
yeah, for
get
sure.
yourself in a good position. So you have downtime. So like I said, you take height. And now picture yourself, you're Groot here. This is the freest ult ever. You just hit like all their supports right there.
Yeah,
Bam. Easy.
for sure.
Okay. So yep, again, we're just kind of losing to this like free fight thing where it looks like we're just kind of playing solo queue, playing
Yeah,
main,
for
doing our
sure.
thing. Alright. Still salvageable fight. Area cover. A little too far up.
I am way too far up. I am absorbing all the damage.
Every good one. That could
Mm.
be, just always in the back of your mind. You're always saying that to your team. Carry the infinite ammo. Okay. Good res. Pretty good res. I hope we have something for this. We should have soul bonder lamps. Looks like we have soul one. Yep, good. Alright, where are you? Okay. Yep, this is just absolute mayhem.
Yeah, for sure.
We lost this fight a lot earlier. Alright, so, yeah, what are the two things you could have done better?
Um, I could have been the high ground. I could have been by just basically any cover that wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
out in the open,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
And your ult?
And my all, I could have waited. I didn't time it right,
Yeah, okay. There you go.
and that's
Cover,
yeah.
timing. Easy one.
Cover timing, easy
Okay,
one. Yes.
let's keep going. So we gotta figure out how to win this. Okay, so right, we're back to our other ult rotation, which is they have DPS ults and they have a support ult.
Mhm.
But we also have a support ult and we have star ult. There's a lot of things that can go right for us. So
Yeah.
mainly, we need to be concerned about storm ult. They're gonna open
Storm
with
out.
storm,
Yes,
and
for
we need to
sure.
respond to that with Luna ult. And then after that, it's basically we just go in with star ult.
A star. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, easy. Now the next thing is you gotta. I would say, what's the one thing we have not been respecting that we need to respect this time?
The infinite ammo for sure.
For sure. All right, so we're walking back. We're respecting it. It's good. We're gonna have the Luna ult here. Good. All right, so now we're just kind of surviving. Maybe kill Storm here. All right, now we should be walking. Good. 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 Storm starts going on for ult. This gets a support ult. Mag should counter. We have support ult advantage. We should win the game.
Yeah, I think that it's looking pretty good right now. I don't know. I don't even. I don't think. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
I forget what happens honestly.
it's a good lamp.
W
You're
lamp.
way too far.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like. Oh, that's what I do. I aim pretty hard. That's what I think. That's what I'm doing.
All right, let's see what you were looking for. Okay, so you're going up. You're going up. Okay,
I
see
think.
Punisher. Walls. Cut the Punisher off. Maybe kill Luna. Yeah, you're going for kills.
Yeah, I'm going for kills, and they're in the middle of a Luna ult, so it's kind of just like, why am I going for kills?
Mm-hmm.
I just wait till it's over and then do the what? Do this our support
Mm-hmm.
ult, and we just kind of win.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I did an L.
A little bit of a no. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna come back to where should I be at all times? Well,
Yeah,
I should be at cover. That's number one. And number two is I should be at the furthest corner that our healers can line of sight me from. So like here.
yeah, for sure.
Here's fine. But not here.
Yeah, not there.
Okay. So yeah, we just gotta get our head blown off. It's not too much. I mean, we did some supportal issue too. We definitely someone needed to call like, all right. Let's see. We have supportal advantage. Let's use Loki copy and run them down.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Are you waiting? Do you think we should wait for that call until their Luna, or like we should wait to support ult of our own until the Luna's over, or do you think we
Mm-hmm.
can overlap them?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Okay, it depends, right? So if the fight is actually happening, like
mm,
people could die, your Loki could die. It's okay to overlap them. Now, if it's
yeah,
this situation, notice that like
my
there's like
whole
a
team
lot of
is yeah.
downtime.
There's a lot of downtime for sure.
So this is like the situation is let's copy now, save our Loki ult, or how do you say? Let's copy now, save our Luna ult, then use it when theirs is over and run them down.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's pretty valid because I definitely could have been at that corner just
Yep,
waiting for this Luna ult to be over and then
yep.
done that. Yeah, that's
Ooh, clean them up. It's easy.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yep. So that one's gonna come down to what is it? Probably our cover usage is really bad, just
Cover.
going in too far,
Yeah.
and then our plan's a little off, right? We just hesitate to use ults when we could have. All right, let's go next. Mm, all right. I don't. This is pretty surprising. You should be back. Uh,
I think I'm
yep,
in
there you are.
up there. Yeah,
All right. We kill Hela.
that's a really good kill. Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking really good. Um, what do we need to be respecting? We need to respect the fact they have Punisher ult.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
this is another time whenever we had the Loki copy thing, we're just hesitating to use it.
Uh-huh.
Because we know in the next 10, 15 seconds, they're gonna use the Punisher ult. They use it right now.
Yeah.
So why not copy now and use it whenever it's needed? Like that. Alright, we used Rock. Yep, super well played.
W. Yep, that was a really good ult.
Alright, get this rocket out of here.
It was yeah, it was kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie.
A little lame. Yeah. Alright, so like what's wrong? Why does Magneto live?
Um, I don't know why. I don't know why it ulted the mag actually. I just thought. I guess on pit sometimes I forget that Luna and Rocky healing are just kind of like
Yeah,
pretty goated.
It's insane.
we're not gonna be able to kill this mag. I think in my head maybe we kill this mag, but we're not gonna
Mm-mm.
kill the mag.
No, no way. So the play then, and you see it, is just go for the back line.
Which yeah, for sure. They're easy kills. Nice to hit them
So
with it.
easy. But you guys should be able to clean it up. Mm. Yep, target priorities off. Fuck Venom.
Yeah, for
Fuck him.
sure.
Walk up.
Kill the squishies. Yeah, for sure. I do have a bad habit of shooting the tank too much sometimes.
Yep, and that usually comes up pretty like because they're running a Venom. You're gonna see that a lot more. The issue come out. A lot of it's
Yeah,
just trusting your team. Like we talked about earlier, your team can clear Venom out. They shouldn't
yeah,
need
for
your
sure.
help. Alright, infinite ammo, careful. Yep, good cover usage. Alright, yeah, we need to make a play. Um, well, it's actually kind of two things. So in these like long fights, um, how often you find yourself like losing track of ults that you're coming up on?
Um, I would say it's pretty often because we're like into the thick of it. Or at least I am. Or
Mm-hmm.
at least I'm looking at five people in front of me. It's hard to be
Yep.
like, okay,
Yep.
like let's focus on this. Blah blah blah. You know.
Yep, definitely. All right, that's going to be pretty advanced stuff for sure. So, just something that can help a lot is people talking about the ults that they're coming up on and just kind of contributing to the conversation. Like,
Yeah.
we almost have little ult. You just stay alive. A little
Yeah,
too
for sure.
far. Uh, nice, nice. This is good. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that's so bad. Fuck. Timing.
Yeah, that timing was silly. It was harsh. And they use mag
Yeah,
ult.
that's not gonna. He maybe gets. Okay.
Nah, we kind of get cooked.
Yeah, this one just went too long. Should have won it earlier.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So, good lord. All right, we were running into the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, it was the same thing over and over again. That's
Free fight positioning. Stay in line of sight of your healers. Take angles. So like in Acid Groot, you can take high ground, right? Next thing is
yeah.
look for like just look for your win conditions. Recognize what ults you can use to win the fight. So like for example, there was like two times where we just held Loki ult and we could have just
Mm,
ran them down because they had no support ult. That's a win
yeah.
condition. Okay, let's go next. All right, we're on the thing. Cool.
We're on the thing.
Okay. Into infinite ammo. You probably were pretty frustrated about that as a new player.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. The ammo is just a pain in the butt.
Oh God, Wolverine's a pain in the butt too. All right, he's in there. What's he doing? Okay, cool. All right. This is really difficult. Just kind of. I don't even know if you hold there, honestly. You have no
Yeah,
cover.
I think that's pretty fair. I think I do call I like this corner for our comp in
Hmm.
particular.
Yep. Yep, I like that. So how I would have played this if I was your team was, well, first of all, if we're running this like insane brawl comp, with like Wolverine thing, let's back it all the way up. We are not a high ground team. There's just like it's not
Yeah,
what we're supposed to do.
there's no point. Yeah,
So you have two possibilities. You either hold in this thing,
yeah,
or you just give it all up and you play back there.
yeah. I think that's pretty valid.
Okay.
Kind of what our
So
team wants to do. Okay.
yeah, play towards your team comp. So if you have Wolverine and thing, your Wolverine, you could say like, "Hey Wolf, go high ground and hide. We're gonna play in this little bar here, and
Hmm.
you go for a play, then we'll push. Easy win.
Easy one. Yeah.
It's the same strategy if you go here. Wolf, play high ground. We'll just hang around at the ambulance. Whenever you go in, we'll go. Easy win.
Yeah, for sure.
This is just not playing to your comp strengths,
Hmm.
so no wonder we have to give all the space. But it's good that you recognize that though, because we didn't die. Team gives up high ground. If you're gonna play high ground, don't give it up
Yeah.
unless you make the call. If
Hmm.
that could be what happened here. Okay, nice. This is a great corner. Yeah. So let's talk about positioning, right? So whenever you're holding a space, there's a really interesting, just simple and useful concept, which is a grid. So here's a grid, and ideally, we should have this entire grid should be our space. So let's assign spots. Um,
Yeah.
Thing goes
Thing.
here.
Yeah.
Tell me where Mac
Um.
goes.
I either like Mag behind the ambulance or maybe behind the
Yep,
police car.
yep,
What are your thoughts
maybe
on that?
here. Yep, I like
Yeah.
that. So I would just say Mag should be kind of more towards your back line so you can shield them and stuff. So ambulance is
Yeah.
probably
Okay.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how about
Here.
Howla? So Howla could be taking a much more well, it depends really. So if Wolverine is playing like over here, then
Hmm.
Howla should be somewhere else. So Howla can play at the police car.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I think
We have the
that's. I think
entire
that's.
map in our hands.
Yeah. I like that. Play our map.
Now let's see, because if we don't do that, then we're all stacking up, and they're gonna infinite ammo us, and we're just praying
Yeah.
to God that Wolf grabs the Punisher, and we win. All right, so a little too far up again.
I am definitely way
Played,
too far up.
yeah. Looks like you're just kind of making things like you're forcing it.
Yeah.
So
I think that's pretty fair.
just like here, nice. Grabs the wrong person though. Doubt the Venom's gonna die. Full sip. Ooh,
All of
good
that. Yeah.
lord.
For sure.
Infinite ammo, wait it out, bruh.
Dude is nasty.
Oh, no. Yep. Top 10 thing deaths of all time, dude. Just eating a million
Yeah.
bullets in 1 second. Oh god, that happened so fast. Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna blame
know.
your mag.
That was so crazy.
So yeah, this just go just back up. There's absolute like okay, what? That's insane. Let's look at that. You're back pretty fast. Wolf gets a grab. They're too late to uh Luna ult. Alright, so give me a suggestion. What do we need to do here that we just gotta pick?
We just got a good pick, and they're using the Luna alt right now. That's ours. Is that ours, Luna?
Nope, we have one. We have it in the bank.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Um, I would say we wait Luna alt out, and then I'll have a free alt. I mean, what are they
Mm-hmm.
gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're referring to? Do you want me to I should push up on probably to Sworn or I get their mag out probably. It's a good thing as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we gotta take a look at the problem for our Wolverine. So our problem is
Oh,
that
he's far away.
everyone is gonna look at Wolverine, and we need to
Yeah,
push up and take the space because he wants to take that space.
yeah,
So and whenever it comes to communication, Wolf should be saying something like, "Guys, I gotta pick. Help me, help me, help me." And
yeah.
it's
I
like,
think
"All right,
that's
guys,
fair.
everyone walk." And it's okay to walk with Luna ult, but Wolf died. No one was ready.
Yeah, for sure.
We're just we're giving too much space to this Venom. Everyone's hitting Esky. That's just wrong.
I know. I would agree. I
Hmm.
definitely just need to have more trust in these guys to get the venom out for sure.
Hmm.
Especially if I'm the one that needs to be out of corner, kind of like right clicking on the cooldown,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And building your ult, right?
Hmm.
And making sure that you can't just walk with the Venom. If
Yeah,
if you're holding this, then they don't have the space. That means
yeah,
everyone can just focus on Venom and get him out without issue, and easy win. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I think you got the right idea, and it's just being a little more um I don't know being a bit more of a granite block, man.
yeah. That yeah for sure.
All right, so we're doing good. We stabilized fairly well. We're giving a lot of space. You're peeking into infinite ammo again.
I know that is very
Clobber.
it's very L of me to do that.
You see the ult. Nice, using cover. You want to build your ult. Nice clobber. Yeah. We're not ready.
We're not ready. Yeah, for sure.
Timing, right? So what you got to do here is just walk it back. All right. So tell me about how you figure out the timing's off right now.
They're dealing with the mag venom right now, so they're
Yeah,
not looking at the squishies.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they.
So you got to just. All right, I'm looking to clobber, guys. Let's get this mag. Push up, guys. I'm looking to clobber.
Mhm.
That's it.
I think that's a good habit to get. I think I more of 3, 2, 1 my ult than hey I'm looking for ult. I don't think I use the
Mm-hmm.
comm looking for. I think I look for 3,
Mm.
2, 1 and then they're not ready yet one, right? So I need to give
Yep.
them probably more of a space to more of a how do you say time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
think I want them to do.
Yeah. That's right. They just need time to get into place. Because the ult's good. It's just there's not follow up.
Yeah, for sure.
Team play is timing. Gotta keep that in mind. Whenever you're playing against a Venom comp, the Venom's always gonna be trying to fuck with your timing.
Yeah, I think that's he does a really good job of that. Is messing with our timing.
Looks like we're gonna see 9 a little bit, but it's okay to give this point. Like I mentioned earlier, it's one of those times when we fucked up our win condition, and
Hmm.
by that point, it's like, just go next.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Get me over here. Whee! Oh, that's cool. Okay. Right. So we're just super staggered. Fine. Just gotta click up. Okay. Alright. Look at your ults, right? Not
Um,
much.
I think I call that I want a W key with our Hella ult,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't remember if it gets value or not. I don't think so
Mm-hmm.
because we're still all in this little choke,
Let's
I
skip
believe.
ahead. Let's take a look
Yeah.
at this whole ult first. Alright. Yep, I can see the problem. Alright.
Yeah,
Here's what's going on. Where is our team?
they're all in this choke. Yeah, for sure. So that's what I figured would happen. I just kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I guess sometimes in my mind, I 3, 2, 1, and then I'm gonna walk with Hella ult, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is there? Should I expect them to walk as? I don't expect them hard walk as hard as me because I'm a tank, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the play?
What is the play? Okay. Well, if we have Hell Ult, and our play is to use that, Hell Ult's going to help us take a space. We need to be able to take the space. Why aren't we able to take the space? Well, using infinite ammo for one.
Yeah, maybe we calm. Let's get out infinite ammo, then go with Hella.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's great.
Okay.
Simple. I really like that plan. Now, the next thing you could have done is maybe tell Hella to take a flank so she can set up her ult. So Hella could have gone this way.
Yeah,
Hella could have gone this way.
for sure.
And that's up to him. But
Mm.
if he knows that he has the time to take a flank, he's not going to just run it down and click Q as soon as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So that's a plan.
Let's go.
You should have died.
Yeah, I should have died. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
for sure.
Alright, so we're gonna get a pick. We should have Maggle. Alright, this is one of those times. Look to copy. That comment should have happened a lot earlier by now.
Yeah.
So again, it's like keeping in mind like the tempo or the rhythm of this game has been
Mhm.
consistently. It's like they're gonna have Punisher ult, we'll have Magrock and Loki ult to counter. Let's copy early and use it when needed, and Magrock the shit out of that Punisher and push up.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll see if that happens. Meg's been pretty good about hitting those rocks. Oh, it's a hard one, but oh,
Oh yeah, that was a
nice.
good one. That was pretty epic.
All right, everyone's dealing with the Venom. Not sure if we really needed that copy. But this is kind of the nature of copies. Sometimes you just don't need to use them.
Yeah.
He does it like now, thinking it's needed, but Magruk. So then a suggestion might be, um, if we have Magrok to counter the Punisher, let's hold copy and only use it if needed.
Yeah. Sure.
I've seen this happen so many times. It's unbelievable. It's just a lot. Loki ult's like, well, I had to use it.
Yeah.
Okay. And like the nature of plans is like this is why we've auto reviewed. It's like we make a plan and it works, but it could have worked better. So then the next time you do
Uh,
it, you just say you change the plan a little bit.
for sure.
Okay. Just keep. Okay. Yeah. I already talked about the Satara, and you're aware. The what's wrong with where you're holding?
It's too far back.
Yeah, your
It's
brawl
way too
team.
far back. Yeah, yeah, for
Well,
sure.
okay. You're not exactly your brawl team. You have brawl tank. Like you have thing
Yeah. Well,
basically.
I want to hold space for a hella mag, basically. Like
Yes,
they need the space to cook.
exactly. So
Yeah,
you're from backline and core or whatever needs to set up here,
yeah,
and you need to set up on that like choke,
yeah, for
and
sure.
you need to get all the resources from your Loki and Lena, and basically you're telling your team, hey guys, I'm looking for Clobber at this choke.
Mm,
They have Luna ult, right? So we might need to back up for that. You might need to
yeah,
match it, but besides that, I mean, I think that's a pretty good plan. Um, yep, just too far back. So Venom's gonna get his space. You're gonna let Venom cook here, which is not good.
yeah. That was another thing we talked about. Is like because I gave it so much space, Venom has space,
hmm
and it kind of just dinked.
Yep. Now he can go in and backline. Notice that your team isn't set up to follow up.
Yeah, it's a timing thing again, bro.
hmm Yep,
So
it's
lame.
timing and positioning.
Yeah, and
So,
position. Yeah.
well, we know that Venom disrupts timing, and
Mhm.
since Venom has space to disrupt timing, our Clobber gets no value. So,
Yeah, for sure.
unlucky. Alright, let's go next. This is a really good place to hold. Venom's gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gotta just group up fast, stay alive. Mm, I don't know about holding this for a. You're done too.
Yeah, no, for sure. I kind of want to say we leave soon.
Yeah, you should have left Venom. Yep, good, 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 good. Stay alive. Right, so yeah, you can retake. You have Luna ult. I mean, it's not ideal to go in with Luna ult, but you might have to in this position. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's
for
it's
sure.
a similar plan. So, oh, by the way, 5 minute heads up. So this will probably
Gotcha.
be the last fight we watch. But
Okay.
let's talk about our ults here. Um,
Mm.
what does Punisher need to be careful of?
They're Magall.
Yep. All right. So then we have the time to make a better plan. So we're
Yeah.
coming up on Luna. We're coming up on Hala. Maybe we tell Hala to go for one of those flanks again.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a really good idea. I think my initial comment is let's just turn the corner with Punisher, and then we kind of
Mm-hmm.
support the crap out of it, like
Mm-hmm.
bubble it, and
That
then
could work.
shield it from the mag.
Yep. We have
Uh,
Lamp.
uh,
We have Bubble. That could work. I like it.
yeah.
And the next thing is, I would just be careful about your positioning. Great.
Mhm.
So we're giving up this high ground for some reason, to a Venom, and we burned Lamp already. That's just a lot of misplaced. We should
Yeah.
stage our backline here. You and Luna, if she has ult, can touch. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like the Mag, Punisher, Loki, they're kind of like every time you have ult for Punisher, you could say, all right, Mag, Punisher, Loki, go high ground. Look for ult.
Mm.
They're like the trio of death, man. There's just like no way.
Yeah.
Oh god. Wow. He fucked
Yeah.
up.
He did fuck up.
Okay. Nice. I like the combo here. Punisher Fortnite kid in your back line.
There might be a Punisher behind them.
Yeah, I mean overall that was fine. You only won that because the mag fucked up.
Yeah.
They should have also probably been the first team. I mean, I don't know. It's just basically this is just a better spot. So next time we're doing your Punisher roll, try to give them a good place to take an angle. Because you don't
Yeah,
need
for
our
sure.
Punisher to be playing main. Everyone's looking
Yeah.
main.
That is fair.
Alright, so uh let's
Uh,
find a nice stopping point. So I'm gonna go back a little bit and I'm just gonna find a nice place where we can talk about the things that we need to work on. So I think there was this like crazy fight towards the end of the last point. Fly over there. Whee! All right, this should be it. Yep, here we go. All right, so we need to work on a lot of things, but give me
Yeah.
three things that are the most important for you to work on.
Well, I wrote most of it down. Definitely, I definitely see an issue with our pre-fight positioning for sure. I
Yep.
feel like if we have the space, we should utilize the space.
Yes.
So I feel like that's very important.
Hmm.
Um,
So telling
our
people to take angles in the
mhm,
pre-fight and
yeah,
noting, pinging, hopefully, where
yeah,
you are holding as the main tank.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Like I want to hold this corner. You try and go form around me, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, I would say our timing for sure. There's ults that were poorly planned due to timing.
Yep.
Be patient on the timing. See if everybody's ready. You know, I'm looking for ult as a good calm.
Hmm.
I like to
Yep.
calm a
So you
lot
have
actually.
Groot ult, you have Clobber ult. Like these
Mm.
are all things that you're always thinking to yourself, like I'm looking for the ult.
Yeah,
It's your
but they don't
team
know.
though.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, great. So just so far we need to work on our pre-fight positioning, taking more space, and we also need to work on our timing a little bit. Make sure there's follow
Yeah,
up.
yeah, for sure.
And what else? It's something to do with your
Um,
position.
I need to probably play at the farthest corner my supports can play and hold it there. Hold there.
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes I'm too aggressive for sure.
yeah. Sometimes you're like here.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like out of nowhere peeking infinite for sure.
Yeah, I think those are all good things. So, all right. Um, thinking about what you could work on. Like, okay, so if you're playing a ranked game,
Hmm.
what and you're playing alone, it might be hard to work on your pre-fight positioning as a team.
For
But
sure.
maybe what you could do is you start saying in voice comms, I'm looking for my ult, right? And you're pinging where
Yeah.
you want your team to hold. And it's that, like, that's it. It makes a big difference. Think
Yeah,
about your
I like that a
Celestial
lot.
teams you've played with, or like whatever. Like, these people have no clue what the fuck they're doing. They need help.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, thank you. That was really, really helpful. That was really, really good.